Good afternoon and welcome to our daily devotion. I apologize for getting this out so late today, but it was a busy morning, and while I do my own devotions every morning, sometimes it's hard for me to get out and do them before the kids' day starts. But today I want to talk to you about remembering, and also a great conversation starter for the Lord. Now, when I was flipping through the Bible, which I do every day to let the Lord lead me to what to share, I came across Joshua. And the story is about how Joshua led the people into the promised land. And, Moses led them to the promised land, but he couldn't go across the promised land because of his actions, what he did with the Ten Commandments. And so Joshua led them in. But before Joshua led them into the promised land, God gave him a command. And the command was to go out and take 12 men, one from each tribe, and to gather 12 stones. And they wondered, what in the world are these stones for? And so, but they did. And they stacked them up on the inside of the promised land as a reminder of what God had done for them. And Joshua 4:6-7 says, "In the future, when your children ask you, 'What do these stones mean?' tell them that the flow of the Jordan was cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord." And I imagine they did question this. What do these stones mean? But the stones became a memorial for the Lord to show what he had done for them. And just like God had done for the Israelites, has God done something special in your life? I stumbled across a story about a family who was in a terrific car crash, and they survived. But what they did was something that was totally out of the ordinary. They took pieces of that wreckage and they made a collage out of it, and they hung it on their wall, so that when people entered their home and asked about this strange collage, they had an opportunity to share the love of God and what God had done for them in their lives. And so I think that would be a wonderful thing to do. Think of a time that when God has done something special for you in your life, and do something, a piece of artwork or something that reminds you of that special time that God has done for you. Not only just to share with others, but as a reminder to yourself as well. Because sometimes when we get down and we don't, we don't even feel God's presence. Sometimes he's there, and that piece of artwork or that whatever it is that you put out that you can visibly see each and every day will remind you of the blessings that God has bestowed upon you and me. So I think of a special time that God really pulled me up and out, and I'm going to do a piece of artwork, and I'm going to hang that on my wall so that every day that I can be reminded about it. And then when people ask me about it, I have a way to share what God has done for me and the goodness of the Lord. I hope you will give this a try, my friends, because God has blessed us in many, many, many ways. And maybe just one day when your children or your grandchildren ask you, "What is that? What does this mean?" you can say, "This is a reminder of the Lord. This is a memorial to God." And you can share your faith with your children or your grandchildren. Thank you so much for joining me in this late edition of our daily devotion. I pray that you have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.